Hello. I'm Dr. John, and this is the channel where health and education meet. Do you feel like you're stuck in a routine that leaves you tired, low on energy, and unmotivated? Have you tried following various diets or workouts, but nothing seems to really transform your body and mind? What if I told you that one of the busiest and most stressed men in the world, Dana White, president of the UFC, found a protocol capable of completely transforming his health, energy, and physical appearance, and that you can adapt it to your reality? In this video, I will show you the full routine that transformed Dana White into a true superhuman, even after the age of 50. We'll break down his protocol step by step, what he does when he wakes up, what he eats, how he trains, what technologies he uses, and how this directly affects his physical and mental performance. And the best part, I'll show you how you can apply this to your life, without needing to be a millionaire or a professional athlete. If you're tired of feeling weak, unproductive, or simply want a body and mind at their best, watch this video to the end. It could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Let's break the protocol. Most people only change when their body screams for it. Dana White was no different. He was at the peak of his career, leading the UFC with discipline and drive, but inside, his biological clock was counting down. High blood pressure, constant pain, poor sleep, excess visceral fat, the kind of stuff that doesn't show up on Instagram, but takes a toll in daily life. And the worst part? A doctor gave him a prognosis, 10 years of life, at most. Imagine hearing that at 50, after conquering everything financially, but losing the basics, health and energy. Dana White realized that it didn't make sense to keep being the strong man of the business if his body couldn't keep up with his mind. Many men in their 30s and 40s are heading down the same path without even realizing it. They work too much, sleep too little, eat anything, and think they can push through. But the body demands payment. And it charges with interest. That's when he decided, I'm going to change everything. And it wasn't a slow change. It was a game changer. Dana dived headfirst into a new routine, an almost military protocol of discipline, performance, and recovery. And what he discovered in this process isn't just about muscle or testosterone. It's about longevity with quality. What he applied can, and should, be adapted by anyone tired of living on autopilot. What Dana White discovered wasn't a magic formula. It was a system. A superhuman protocol that combined science, discipline, and technology, with full focus on three pillars: metabolic health, longevity, and performance. And it's not guru talk. It's serious stuff, based on genetic tests, blood work, and biomarker monitoring. All personalized for him. But much of what's in this protocol can, and should, be replicated by anyone seeking high performance without complication. The heart of this protocol is Gary Brecka, a longevity specialist, responsible for mapping everything that was sabotaging Dana's body. The idea is simple: understand what's wrong and fix it at the root. Vitamin D deficiency? Fix it. Chronic inflammation? Cut the triggers. Lack of testosterone? Adjust it responsibly. It's not about training more or eating less. It's about treating the body like a high-precision machine, and this machine only works well with the right adjustments: strategic nutrition, supplements aligned with your deficits, a regulated sleep routine, specific workouts, and technologies that accelerate the process. It's like taking a 1995 car, filling it with Formula One fuel, changing the parts, rebuilding the engine, and taking it out to race with the new generation. Dana White didn't just get younger on the outside, he literally turned the game around internally. And it all started with the basics: waking up differently. The day starts early. Dana White doesn't wake up whenever. He wakes up when he decides. And that decision starts around 5:30 a.m. No phone, no social media, no loaded coffee. The first movement is physiological, hydration with mineral water and electrolytes, followed by natural light in the eyes. This regulates cortisol and sends the signal for the body to wake up for real. Sounds trivial? But it's this kind of detail that separates an ordinary routine from a superhuman routine. Next, he goes into body activation. Nothing too intense at this point. Stretching, deep breathing, exposure to cold with a quick cold shower. This already triggers dopamine and focus. The idea here is not to show off, but to prepare the brain and body to perform throughout the day. For anyone looking to apply something similar, start with 3 steps. 1. Wake up at the same time every day. 2. Drink 500 milliliters of water with lemon and pink salt. 3. Get sunlight for 10 minutes as soon as you get out of bed. Then comes the ritual many people ignore, morning supplementation. Dana follows a precisely adjusted protocol, including things like vitamin D3 with K2, high-quality omega-3, probiotics, and, on some days, injectable NAD+. Yes, it's not for everyone, but the concept is, nourish the body with what it truly needs, early on. This changes the game. You can't just keep thinking that waking up at the last minute and running out with a piece of bread in your hand is a winning strategy. Dana White's training is not about vanity. It's about vitality. He understood that the body needs to move every day, not for aesthetics, but to keep the machine running. His protocol includes weight training 5 times a week, focusing on strength and endurance. No exaggeration or ego in front of the mirror. The goal is to protect the bones, preserve lean mass, and boost hormones, especially testosterone. Training is part of the routine, just like brushing your teeth. Simple as that. In addition to weight training, Dana includes functional cardio sessions and high-intensity interval training, HIIT. But not every day. He alternates strategically, respecting recovery time. Those starting out can apply this with a basic split: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, weight training, Tuesday and Thursday, brisk walk or short HIIT, 20 minutes max. The discipline here is not about training like an athlete, but about never letting the body fall into the comfort zone. And here's a powerful detail: Dana always trains at a similar time, around 10 a.m. This creates consistency and regulates the biological clock. He knows that with discipline and a well-aligned routine, the workout becomes a natural part of the day. It's not a task, it's a commitment to longevity. And look, when you start to notice that your energy levels skyrocket after a few days of smart training, it becomes impossible to go back to the couch. Dana White's diet doesn't follow trends. It follows logic. His nutritional protocol revolves around an anti-inflammatory diet, rich in nutrients, with smart calorie restriction. No refined sugar, no ultra-processed foods. The focus is on quality meats, eggs, fibrous vegetables, healthy fats, and intermittent fasting. Yes, he spends most of the day without eating, and not because he's starving, but because he understands the metabolic power of fasting. The fasting Dana follows is of the 16:8 type, 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating. And here's an important point: during the fast, he maintains hydration and uses sugar-free electrolytes. When breaking the fast, the meal is rich in protein and healthy fats. A practical example? Grilled red meat steak with avocado and sautéed vegetables. Nothing complicated, but extremely effective in maintaining stable energy levels, mental focus, and hormonal control. Additionally, he uses supplements based on genetic tests: magnesium threonate for the brain, collagen types 1 and 3 for structure, and specific probiotics for digestion. This kind of adjustment makes a difference in the long term. For those who want to start today, the first step is to stop eating junk at breakfast and try fasting until noon. That alone can transform your energy levels. And remember, what you eat builds, or destroys, your tomorrow. Dana White doesn't just train hard, he also invests heavily in recovery technologies and biohacking. He knows that it's no use giving everything in the workout if the body doesn't have the time and resources needed to regenerate. One of the main tools he uses is cryotherapy chambers, where the body is exposed to extremely low temperatures for a few minutes. This isn't just for athletes, it's a scientific strategy that reduces inflammation, accelerates muscle recovery, and even increases the production of hormones like GH, growth hormone. In addition, Dana uses photobiomodulation technologies, infrared light for cellular recovery. He exposes his body to red and infrared lights that stimulate cell regeneration, accelerate the recovery process, and help fight cellular aging. This isn't science fiction, it's pure biohacking. Of course, these technologies come at a cost, but the core concept can be adapted simply. How about starting with ice baths or percussion massage guns? Another smart practice is the use of biomarker tests, which help monitor health accurately. Dana regularly gets blood tests to adjust his supplementation and identify deficiencies. For those looking to follow the same path, investing in annual blood tests is a good start. The goal here is to find weak points and address them before they turn into bigger problems. When you understand what your body needs, it becomes much easier to optimize your health and performance. In Dana White's world, the work never stops. But what he discovered, and perhaps the biggest secret to his productivity, is that mental energy needs to be managed with as much discipline as physical energy. He started applying the same efficiency strategies he used for his body to optimize his mind. And the key here is extreme focus. Dana is a master at eliminating distractions. Instead of getting lost in endless meetings, he organizes them assertively and objectively, using his time strategically, like a chess game. One of the main tricks he uses is the Pomodoro technique: work intensely for 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. This might sound simple, but it works. And this doesn't just apply to work, but to everything. Each moment is considered valuable. Instead of getting lost in endless hours, Dana works in high-intensity blocks. He claims that the secret to not exhausting the mind is always focusing on one task at a time and blocking out excessive stimuli. This applies both at the office and at home. Additionally, Dana practices mindfulness and meditation to recharge his mental batteries. Sometimes, he takes a brief pause to breathe deeply and regain focus. This helps reduce stress and increase mental clarity, which is essential for anyone living in a fast-paced world of decisions and commitments. For those wanting to start applying, 5 minutes of deep breathing or a guided meditation in the morning can be a good starting point. What Dana teaches us here is that if you don't control your mind, it will control you. Dana White's nighttime routine is almost as important as his morning one. He understands that sleep is one of the pillars of recovery and mental performance. That's why his preparation for the night starts early. He avoids strong artificial light throughout the day, especially at night, so as not to affect melatonin production, the sleep hormone. Dana has a decompression ritual that starts around 7 p.m., where he disconnects from social media and any mentally stimulating activities. This is crucial because the mind needs to shut down before diving into deep sleep. In addition, he creates the perfect environment for rest: low temperature, soft light, and a quiet environment. He uses blue light blocking glasses when near screens and adjusts the bedroom temperature to about 18 degrees Celsius, which helps induce deeper and more restorative sleep. For those just starting to adjust their sleep, the tip is simple: avoid screens, especially 1 hour before bed, and keep the room as dark as possible. It may seem simple, but the difference is remarkable. Nutrition also plays a role. Dana avoids heavy foods or caffeinated drinks at night. Instead, he opts for a light meal with easily digestible protein, something like grilled fish or vegetable soup. One trick he uses is magnesium supplementation before bed. Magnesium helps relax muscles and reduce stress, promoting more restorative sleep. If you're still having trouble sleeping, try cutting back on afternoon caffeine and invest in a quieter environment at night. Your body will thank you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what can I start doing today to improve my life? The answer is simple: discipline. Everything Dana White has implemented into his routine is the result of small, consistent decisions over time. And you don't have to wait until Monday to begin. The first changes you can make are simple but powerful. The first step is taking control of your morning. Wake up earlier, start with proper hydration, and give your body some time to adjust before picking up your phone. Prioritize something that energizes your body, not something that steals your attention. Another key point is nutrition. Start with a simple fast, eat only within an 8-hour window and try a sugar-free breakfast. The change doesn't have to be radical, it's a gradual adaptation. Eating more natural foods with fewer processed ones will already make a huge impact. For those ready for a bigger challenge, do as Dana does and eliminate industrialized products. The combination of clean eating with fasting can transform your health and energy levels. Finally, invest in your sleep. Turn off the lights earlier, mentally slow down, and create an environment conducive to deep rest. Remember, your body won't give you what you need if you don't invest in the rest it deserves. Small adjustments to sleep quality can have a profound impact on your day-to-day. Start with the basics, and over time, you'll experience the same results as Dana White: more energy, more focus, and more productivity. That you've seen how small choices can make all the difference in your life. Every detail of Dana White's routine is not just about health or physical performance, but about self-discipline. He shows us that when we take control of our routine, we not only improve our body and mind, but also our ability to achieve any goal. Now, the question is, are you willing to put these changes into practice? Because transformation starts with one simple step, and the first is always the hardest. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Start now. Choose one of these adjustments and apply it today. Even if it's just getting up 15 minutes earlier or swapping your sugary coffee for lemon water, you'll already be creating a routine that sets you on the path to being more disciplined, healthier, and more focused. It's time to get to work. You have the power to change everything. That if you're ready to continue your journey and learn more about how to improve your performance and health, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. With every video, I'll share more tips, strategies, and powerful routines to help you achieve your goals. Don't miss it.